today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite college books. Okay. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is Colleges That Changed Lives. Actually, this is going to sound funny, but I remember where I was when I read this. I was at a crummy motel in the high desert of Southern California at a soccer tournament. And I was reading this book, and it blew my mind because it's all about liberal arts colleges, of which I didn't know anything about. And I always thought small schools must be small because nobody wants to go to them, which is absolutely not true. So this book really opened my eyes to liberal arts colleges and to my daughters, and she ended up attending one, as does my son. So I would urge you to check this book out. It's outdated now, unfortunately. The author died, but it's being updated, and you can find out more about the schools that are mentioned in this book by Googling Colleges That Changed Lives. And I'm not suggesting these are the best liberal arts colleges that are mentioned in here, but it will certainly give you an idea of what these schools are about. So check it out. Next up, Debt-Free University by Zach Bisonet. He's a wonderful personal finance journalist, just graduated from the University of Massachusetts. He has some great ideas about cutting the cost of college. I don't agree with everything he says about it, but it's certainly worth a read. And then there is Admission Matters, which is a great nuts and bolt book that talks about all sorts of things involving admissions, from should you apply early decision, what you should do when you visit schools. They talk about SAT, ACT policies, all sorts of things in here. I think a lot of high school counselors use this book, so check it out. And then there is Academically Adrift, which is actually a pretty depressing book. It's written by a couple of academics who have suggested that a lot of college students aren't learning much in college. In fact, according to their research, 46% of students by the time they finish their second year in college have not improved in writing or critical thinking and reasoning. So it's a pretty depressing book, but it's absolutely, I think, it's great information and people should read it. And once you read that, you're going to need to read this book, because this book can tell you how your children can avoid spending time in college without learning much. This is The Thinking Student's Guide to College, written by Andrew Roberts, who is a professor at Northwestern University. He talks a lot about in this book about ways to maximize your time there, get the absolute most value out of your hopefully just the 4 years and not longer, though most kids take longer than 4 years to get through school. So I love this book. I've given it as presents to a lot of people. It's my favorite of the past year. And then finally, I would have to, I'm not a good marketer, but I should mention my own books, The College Solution, which talks about how you can evaluate schools and also cut the price, make college more affordable. And then my workbook, Shrinking the Cost of College, that's on my website, that really just focuses on the finances of college and how you can make it more affordable. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoy the books and have a great summer.